All right, low-key freaking out. I'm sure TikTok can help me. So I ordered a bunch of dresses from ASOS. And I got this. $1,243.
I'm just low-key not freaking out. You get what you voted for, honey. I hope they charged your card. I hope you didn't have a choice to not pay that invoice. And you get to keep those dresses that you kind of liked and kind of didn't like. Let's go taco. F around and find out. The find out phase is always the worst. For some people. The others saw it coming.
Stop calling them tariffs. These aren't tariffs. This is the Doge tax. The Maga tax. The deportation tax. This is $600 billion that 300 million tax-paying Americans have to flip the bill for. Racism does not get any more expensive than that. Oh, but I'm sure Donna will make sure that it does, in fact, get more expensive.
So we got something in the mail, and I'm going to open it with you all. This is a tariff bill. I'm a little scared to open it, but let's see how much we owe. Oh my gosh. We owe $294. I don't even know if it costs that much. We ordered a piece of equipment or a part for my husband's dirt bike from Canada. They've already delivered it. And then now we got sent a bill because of the tariffs. Okay, wait. Tell me this is not real. Tell me this is not real. I just last week purchased a piece, like a lace dress off of Hannah Schoenberg's brand Araki. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I know that it ships from Sweden. So I checked like the duties and the taxes due to what's going on right now. The dress was like almost $300. I think I paid maybe I did pay $300, but it was around that price point. Look at this email I just got. Prepare yourselves. UPS, you are kidding. You're kidding me. You can now pay for your GIMP AB package, which is from Araki, Hannah Schoenberg's brand. The total amount due, $539. I wouldn't even pay that on a designer bag. I would not even pay that on a designer bag, let alone a lace dress that was $300. I'm like, I'm gonna refuse the package. I don't need that dress that bad. It's definitely not worth, close to $1,000, that's for sure.
I was just charged $250 in tariffs with no warning. I'm literally shaking right now. I bought this really expensive camera that is an investment, and honestly I've been having a lot of anxiety about the fact that I bought it because it is expensive. So much so that I've been listing a ton of things online, selling old cameras online, literally I have been so anxious about the fact that I spent this much money. And I did a ton of research and I looked absolutely everywhere online and got it for the best deal that I could find that was legit. Whenever I spend money on a big purchase, I just feel guilty about it. And I'm not stupid. I know what tariffs are. I know that on August 28th there was an unpause from them. I also thought that they were calculated in the shipping costs, because when I went to go buy the matcha that I got from Japan and see if I could buy it online, the shipping was just as much as the item because of the tariffs. So in my head it was just included in the shipping. Well, a couple of minutes ago I just got this text, $249.28. They won't send my package until I pay it. They won't keep sending it to me. I had absolutely no idea that was going to be a thing. Already I'm having enough anxiety about the purchase I made. Now it's, $250 more expensive. If you need me, I'll be on a no spend until 2026. And if you want to hang out, we can walk outside or hang out in my apartment.
Americans are freaking out, man, because they're just finding out that, wait a minute, I am the one that actually pays the tariff fee when I ship something from another country. And that's exactly what is happening. And that is exactly what we're gonna be examining on this episode today, because a lot of Americans, especially Maga Americans who actually voted for the orange man, are getting mails with tariffs. Someone actually got over $1,200 just in tariffs. Can you believe believe that, man. People are calling this the Doge tax. They're calling it the government tax, not just a tariff, because this is crazy. People are showing the mail how they just ordered something and the tariff bill is half the price. Others, it goes even beyond. Let's take a look at these videos, guys. I'm your presenter, Joel Mugisha. I'll be back with more commentary after this.
All right, low-key freaking out. I'm sure TikTok can help me. So I ordered a bunch of dresses from ASOS to try on for my trip. And I ended up like keeping like one, maybe two. I keep two. Anyways, I like, it's affordable. I think they were like under $150. I got my mail today and I got this. And I open it and I'm like, it's an invoice for $1,243. What is this? I open it and it's a list of everything I ordered from ASOS. I would have never ordered from ASOS or anywhere that I know that I would have to be charged for. I'm assuming it's the tariff. Like, isn't that something that should have been like shown at checkout? I had no idea when I checked out. I had no idea. Don't know how I got stuck with the $1,200 bill, which is actually more than my order. So if anybody has any recommendations, been through it, please let me know in the comments, because I do not want to be stuck with a $1,200 ASOS bill when I didn't even like anything that I ordered. This sucks.
The lady that bought those dresses had to pay all those tariffs. Y'all just saw that video and she is on there acting like she is so surprised. I just had to come on here and comment about it. Okay, so you got a tariff bill after you bought some dresses from ASOS. And you doing a video, you want TikTok to help you. Help you do what? They didn't help you vote. They didn't help you cuss people out when you were saying who you was voting for. They didn't help you do none of that other stuff. What makes you think they go? And when you go to the video and you watch the comments, you read the comments, honey, they are funny. They are hilarious. Okay, they letting her know that that's not a bill from the company. That's a bill from your 47. Yeah. So I don't know. She messed around and found out real quick. And I try not to laugh at people like that, but that's kind of funny, because now you on TikTok, you want us to help you do what? We can't help you do nothing, because we tried to tell you, but y'all believed it when they were saying that the company that's selling the stuff is the one that's paying that tariff. No. That company isn't paying that tariff. You charge 125% tariffs to somebody. They just gonna charge that to the people buying it from them. And then when they sell it to you, your price goes up 125%. Yeah. So you're gonna get that back. What you put out, that vote, you get back. You messed around and found out. Y'all go find that video. I'll see if I can't tag it or something.
Well, shit is definitely about to get real, because I just got my first tariff invoice in the mail, and I didn't even technically order these products. So I'm a UGC creator, so brands are sending me products all the time so that I can make content for them to post. It's literally just the things that I need so that I can do my job for them. And this particular brand is based out of France, and they sent me a package of some collagen powder, and this package was valued at $32.78. And the tariff rate when they sent the package was 6.3%, meaning I owed $2.08 in tariffs on this package, which, okay, that's not that much. It's a relatively cheap package. But the brokerage fee that they're charging me on top of that is $14, meaning I owe $16.08, which is half the value of the package that they sent me. Additionally, I did not open this up soon enough, so I actually owe a 10% late fee on top of that. But I still feel like I'm getting off pretty lucky, because like I said, when they sent me this package, the tariff rate was only 6.3%, okay? And now on a package coming from France, it's 20%.
Don't mind my appearance. I have no skincare or makeup on. Y'all, why did I wake up to a tariff on one of my packages? And I'm like, and now they've sent me 3 notifications already, and it's only 8:18. I kid you not, I bought this cute little Valentine's Day dress from this Australian boutique, and I bought it like last week. Cool. I spent $25 on shipping. Now it got here. It's currently sitting at DCA. And I have to pay an additional $30. You can keep that shit. Send it right the fuck back.
So it looks like I'm not going to be ordering from Amazon.com anymore. You know why? Because those tariffs that Donald Trump imposed on everybody. So now the shipping is like $80. So we got online to order us a new vanity desk, of course. I said I'm selling my old one, trying to get me a new one. So the vanity desk was online on Amazon for $129.99. We got ready to order it. It jumped all the way up to $224. We're trying to figure out why. So we checked it, and it said the tariffs or the taxes for shipping was $79.99. There ain't no way. So of course we said, cancel that order. We clicked cancel because we paid for it, and then we said cancel it because that's crazy. $129.99 and then it went up to $224. I think if I'm calculating it right, because I wasn't the one buying it. But yeah, he was like, cancel. So yeah. We ain't gonna be ordering off of Amazon no more. We ain't gonna be ordering off of Temu Shein and nowhere else, okay?
Have you guys seen that Trump supporter who bought all those dresses from ASOS? Now, I don't know what ASOS is. I'm not into that. I'm more of a Sonoma off the rack kind of guy. But ASOS is apparently a company in London. And this woman who voted for Donald Trump, people found her voting records and showed that she had voted for Donald Trump. And she bought these dresses from ASOS and she received a bill for $1,200 in tariffs. And she's like, had I known that, there's no way I would have purchased these dresses from ASOS and that they were going to charge me all this. ASOS is not charging you the extra $1,200. Donald Trump, the person you picked, the person you voted for, the rat bastard you elected, charged you that $1,200. Where do you think all these billions and billions and billions of dollars were going to come from in the form of taxes? They are coming from your pocket and from mine. That's what tariffs are. We've said it until we are blue in the face. Tariffs are not paid for by the country that is selling the United States the import. The company importing the product pays the tariffs. And by pay, that's a loose term. They are going to pass that charge, that cost on to the consumer. So you bought product from ASOS, a company outside of the United States, and you voted for a president who is deterring people from purchasing products from outside the United States. And you're surprised, you're caught off guard. You're upset that you got a bill for $1,200 from that company because they had to pay additional money for the tariffs? Sucks to be you. Fuck around and find out. That is the definition. That is the drum I will continue to beat for the next 4 years while Donald Trump is in office or alive. But if he is still alive and his heart is still beating, I will still be beating that drum because you paid $1,200 because of that orange sack of shit. Not because of ASOS, not because of London, not because of the UK, but because of Donald Trump's tariffs. That's why you paid $1,200. So you voted for it. I'm glad you're getting everything you voted for. Fuck around and find out, my friend.
Alright, y'all, there you have it. Actually, these MAGA folks are actually finding out that racism is expensive, and that expense is actually being shipped in the mail. Yeah, that's exactly what you get. You actually voted for this. You F around, you finding out, man, because I don't get y'all. Why are you surprised? This is exactly what you wanted. Yeah, you getting it. Now you want to complain. You wanted to punish all these countries that are raping the United States. That is what you voted for when the orange man was running. He told you that he was going to make America great again by slapping tariffs on all these countries that were ripping America off. Really? You didn't actually bother to go ahead and do research and understand. Actually, wait a minute. A tariff is paid by the consumer, not the exporter. All right? That is what is happening. You guys are paying the tariff because you are the consumer. The company that you're buying from is actually not the consumer. The shipping company is not the consumer. You are the final consumer and you pay the price. That's why you're getting these FedEx mail and DHL mail and UPS mail telling you have $1,200, miss, to pay in tariffs. Yeah, on that shipment. You buy something for $500, you are told you have $280 to pay on tariffs. They don't care, man. They don't care. These corporations are never going to eat up the cost. They are always going to pass down the cost to the consumer. They don't care about you. They want to make profits, and you the pawns. They make profits off of you. Say that you stop buying or you pay the tariff. Now, every cheap good that you actually were getting from China, from France, from European countries, from Australia, you don't get it anymore. And this is actually hard for those small businesses that actually depend on raw materials that are coming outside of the country. These raw materials that are not readily available in the country, that you have to buy from outside, from China, from Thailand, from other places, that actually to make it. I really feel sorry for y'all. Do I feel sorry for y'all? Maybe not, because you voted for this and this is exactly what you wanted. The only problem is that you guys lack the critical thinking to actually ask the questions. And the reason why you actually lack that, it's because your focus was on racism. Your focus was on other people paying the price except you all. Now you're finding out that, wait a minute, the orange man played us. He actually lied to us because these countries are not paying the tariffs. It is us, Americans, who are actually paying the tariffs. Now you want to cry. Now you want to complain. The only problem I have is that those people who actually try to help you all are also paying the same price. That is not fair. If only you could be the only ones that pay for your mistakes. That's why every now and then these libs that you wanted so much to own see these videos, these kind of videos, they actually sitting back and enjoying and telling y'all, F around, find out. This is the Fafo moment. You effed around. It's your time now to find out and actually reap what you sowed. Well, let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think about this episode? What do you think about these people coming here wanting to cry, wanting to complain about $1,200 taxes, tariffs, or whatever you can call it? Actually, that's not a tariff. It's a Doge tax. Yeah. It's a Maga tax. Yeah. And what are they doing with those taxes? Well, are they giving you any social safety net? Are they giving you medical insurance for it? Are they giving you new roads, new public transports? Well, what are they doing with it? Well, you let me know in the comments, because I really want to know. Enough with the joking around, guys. Let me know in the comments. I'm your presenter, Joel Mugisha. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. Hit that like button. See you on the next episode.